Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we've got some big news for Avengers the Kang Dynasty. Well, we've been getting a lot of news from Marvel on the Kang front, and it appears that Kang multiverse storyline is going to be a pretty big deal at Marvel Studios. Now, yesterday we were talking about Kang being involved in the third Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And now the latest update for Avengers Kang Dynasty seems to tie directly into that. So let's take a couple minutes to talk about the report. We had recently discovered that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director, Destin Daniel Cretton, is indeed attached to direct the upcoming Avengers sequel, and now it appears he has found his writer, and that will be in the form of Quantumania scribe Jeff Loveness. Now, this project seems to be moving along pretty darn fast. We actually didn't even find out about it until this year's Comic-Con, and that's where we found out Cretton would direct. Now, it appears they already have a scribe attached to the project, and this means it's moving full steam ahead. Now, we don't know a lot about the upcoming movie. We do know the next Avengers film will focus on Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror, who obviously will play a pretty important role over the next two phases of the MCU. Now, the actor has already been part of the MCU as a variant, when he showed up as He Who Remains in the season finale of Loki, and it's pretty clear he's coming back for that third Ant-Man movie. This makes Loveness a really good choice for the character. Remember, the first actual appearance of Kang the Conqueror is going to be in that Ant-Man movie. And quite honestly, if you watched our video the other day about the trailer that was shown at D23, whatever Kang is planning in this movie will definitely carry over to the next. If you watch that video, you'll find out that third Ant-Man movie is definitely another heist movie, just like the rest of them. But this time, Scott Lang will be forced into action by Kang. And whatever Kang has Scott stealing from who we believe is MODOK, you need to watch the video, it's linked down below. It's very possible that item, sometimes called a MacGuffin, will be a key aspect moving on to the next story. Now, for story continuity, it's pretty nice to have the same writer, and quite honestly, having the same writer for portraying a character as complex as Kang is probably pretty important. I actually think having him on the project means the Kang we get to know in the first movie will be very much the Kang we get to know in the second, and these two things will only increase the overall quality of the story. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Loveness is, he actually made his name as the writer on the super popular animated series Rick and Morty. I find this pretty curious because Rick and Morty seems to be somewhat of a training ground for the MCU these days. In case you didn't know, She-Hulk's Jessica Gal worked on Rick and Morty, as well as Michael Waldron, who actually wrote the Loki series and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This also suggests many of these writers have worked together before, and specifically with Waldron, that might be pretty important as we interconnect various aspects of the multiverse. Now, Kang Dynasty is set to hit theaters on May the 2nd, 2025. So we have quite a long time to wait for this project. I think we're in the early development stages, but the fact that we got a writer already and so close to the announcement, like I said, shows this is very high priority for Marvel. It's also the return of their massive tentpole franchise, being the first Avengers movie since Endgame, which is the biggest box office movie of all time and has set new bars for Marvel projects all over the place. Now obviously we're going to cover everything Kang, the Kang Dynasty, and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So if you want to get all your updates, big and large, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and don't miss any of the updates. But until we know more, what do you guys think? How do you feel about Jeff Loveness writing the upcoming Avengers sequel? And does it make you feel more confident he's also the writer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.